You know those big nights where you go out, you have a good time with the girl, but you end up at home and she ends up puking in the toilet or ends up naked in a bush and you're just sitting there looking with a dumb face saying, you cannot handle your liquor. I'm sure you can relate, but that's not what I'm here to talk about today. I'm here to talk about how I personally couldn't handle my liquor and I ended up blacked out at a strip club, which led to me losing $70,000 in the stock market. True story.
From making millions of dollars as a day trader for 15 years and now mentoring students who are making $18,000 in a day, to making millions running an online course and coaching business and now mentoring students who are making $70,000 per month. I know how to make money online, but it's time to give back. So I'm going to give away over $10,000 worth of my online day trading and entrepreneur courses for absolutely free. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button and I'll be running a small budget of advertisements retargeting people who subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now and be on the lookout for that secret advertisement that will give you access to all my programs for free.
Now, if you've had any involvement ever with gambling, trading, the stock market, Forex, crypto, you would know that the woulda, shoulda, coulda, the biggest burden and nightmare of all things to do with investing, because there's always that moment of, if I would have done this, I could have done that, I should have done this. And I had my biggest FOMO, woulda, coulda, shoulda. I blew my biggest trade of my entire 15-year career. And this still haunts me today. Now, if you don't know who I am, obviously you saw the intro, but I teach people how to make money in the stock market. And sometimes even pros totally blow it. So let's get right into the story. How did I end up at a strip club? Let's talk about it. My roommate and best friend, Nick, he recently just got a promotion and he thought it would be a good idea. Hey, let's just grab a small group of us and go have dinner. And maybe, who knows, a couple drinks. And it just so happened to be on the same night that I had a $100,000 position of a stock that I honestly can't even remember the ticker. I think I blocked it out because it was such a negative moment in my life. But I had $100,000 invested into this trade, hoping to see it break out to the upside because it's in what I would call a gold pattern that I teach in my training programs. I went out thinking, I knew in my head that this was a bad idea, but he wanted to celebrate his raise at this shitty job, Ashford University. No offense. We were celebrating something that in his moment for him was a big deal, but for me, I had much bigger things to worry about. So flash forward to dinner, I decide, okay, we can do a glass of wine. Sure. Next thing you know, somebody comes up with the idea to take some shots. And at this point, after one drink, my ability to think straight and think wisely has been dismantled. And I also have the influence of the people around me saying, who fucking cares? Just live a little, have a fucking drink. I'm only worried about myself, but what you got going on is not something that I'm thinking about. Flash forward again, next thing you know, we're about 5, 6, 7 shots deep. I don't even know what's going on. And we decide, hey, let's go to a strip club. Sounds like a good idea. Mind you, this is on like a fucking Tuesday. So at this point, I barely remember even walking into the strip club. I was already shit-faced before I even got there. In San Diego, where I was living at the time, the stock market opens at 6:30 in the morning. So normally at 5:30 in the morning, I would be up checking on my trade to see what's going on. But here's what happened on this trusty day. Since I was being an idiot drinking at a strip club, I did not wake up to my alarm. And in fact, if you don't know, stocks can trade pre-market before the stock market even opens. And now I had $100,000 in this stock and it was trading at $1 per share the previous night before. And in pre-market, while I was snoozing, still drunk, not waking up to my alarm, this stock was up at about $1.70 to about $1.80 per share, which meant I was up $70,000 to $80,000 on this trade in one single day, which also meant this would have been the biggest trade of my career. But what did I do? I kept snoozing. So I wake up hungover thinking, oh shit, what time is it? Where am I? What the fuck happened last night? So I quickly check my phone, I check pre-market, and I see that I'm up about $20,000 on this stock. And I'm like, holy shit, fuck yeah, I'm making bank. Now that's a pretty good trade to make $20,000 in a day. But then I get out of bed, I go check my computer, and I go see that pre-market, this stock was up at 170 to 180, meaning that I was up $70,000 to $80,000 in one day on this stock, and I could have taken advantage of that opportunity to lock in my profits. But due to the fact I was sleeping, hungover, blacked out, being an idiot, celebrating something that was totally insignificant to myself, I lost out on my biggest trade. What happens next is even shittier. After I get up, I go check my computer. The stock had gone up to $1.80. It's now down at about $1.20. I'm thinking, okay, maybe this thing's gonna come back up and get back into a level where I can make even more than 20 grand. Wrong. Fuck you, Cam. This stock is actually gonna go down under the price that I bought it for. And actually, the following day, I sold it for about a negative $2,000 loss. Now, this was a big problem because you don't just wake up the next day and just all of a sudden recover from a trade like this. This shit still haunts me to this day, and I still have fear and nightmares and regret about this entire situation due to the fact that losing out on that shifted my mindset in a very negative way. Which brings me to, what did I learn from this entire situation and what is kind of the moral of this story? Now, the first thing I want to touch on is your environment. The environment that I was living in, while yes, for about the first 9 of the 10 years that I lived in San Diego, was an amazing environment. I had the time of my fucking life, some of my best memories, all my best friends that I created while I was living there. We had a fucking blast and we were living the fucking dream. After about 9 years of just living that lifestyle, I ended up at a place where I just physically couldn't keep up with it. I couldn't handle the drinking, I couldn't handle the drugs, and I couldn't handle trying to continually work while being hungover or not even waking up, having a severely negative impact on me reaching my own personal goals. Second thing and lesson that I kind of learned here is that I needed to be more disciplined with setting my boundaries. By that, I mean, I was happy for my best friend that he got a job raise and he was excited. He wanted to go out to dinner and wanted to go have some drinks to celebrate this because in his life, that was a big moment for him. But for me, I had some other bigger things going on the same exact day, AKA a $100,000 trade on the line, that I needed to just set my boundary and be like, yo man, that's awesome. I can't go tonight. I have these other things going on, and that's what's important to me because these are the goals I'm trying to achieve, right? Your goals, yes, I'm happy for you. Going and celebrating your goal is taking me away from my goals. And as we saw, it royally fucked me over. And last but not least, this is a message to everyone, including myself, because I am certainly guilty of it as well. We need to be considerate of other people's goals. I have countless times where other people are like, Cam, come do this. Cam, come do that. Fuck it. Just eat this pizza with me. Fuck that you're trying to get in shape. Fuck your goals, right? Or come out and have some drinks tonight. Fuck that you have a meeting tomorrow. Fuck that you have a job interview tomorrow. Who cares that you have a $100,000 trade on the line? It's so easy for us to not be considerate of other people's goals because we are all selfish at our core and we want to have fun. And a lot of times for us to have fun and celebrate, we need to bring people with us. But a lot of times, other people that we try to bring with us have other things going on, have other goals. And so I think it's so important that we become more and more considerate and understand the fact that them coming with us to celebrate our achievements a lot of times can have a very negative impact on what they're trying to accomplish. I'm also guilty of this as well, but it's something I think everybody needs to consider and consider greatly. Anyways, guys, that's a wrap for today's video. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button if you want a chance to win over $10,000 worth of my online day trading and entrepreneur programs. You might just see an advertisement that you can click on that'll give you a promo code to get all of my programs over $10,000 for free. If not, continue watching one of these videos and I'll see you in the next one.